What's good, fam? I'm about to wrap up here for the day, but I wanted to leave y'all with this. I'm going over some of my exhibits. You know what I'm saying? Been doing my own genealogy, so if you claim to be an American Indian, which American Indians are Moors, then you would have to have your proof on the record, right? No one's gonna prove it for you. So this is my qualm, okay? The failure to properly acknowledge the first treaty with the United States. So a lot of Moors will get it confused and think that, pardon me, but a lot of Moors will get things confused and think that Morocco was the first country to acknowledge the United States. And automatically they'll associate Morocco with Moors. But Morocco was not the first country to establish a treaty with the United States. Let's read. House Congressional Resolution 331. Okay? So, bottom line, right? The confederation of the original 13 colonies into one republic was influenced by the political system developed by the Iroquois Confederacy, as were many of the democratic principles which were incorporated into the Constitution itself. All right? Well, let's keep going, because this thing gets a little deeper. Now, let's take a look here at this. Whereas from the first treaty entered into with an Indian nation, the treaty with the Delaware Indians of September 1778, the Congress assumed a trust responsibility and obligation to Indian tribes and their members. Okay? So, let's stop right there. So the Treaty of 1778 with the Delaware Indians, right? That's what it says here, right? With the Delaware Indians. Who were the Delaware Indians? So now, let me pull up another exhibit. Okay? The Delaware Code, Title 29. General provisions, jurisdiction, and sovereignty, right? So let's see what we have here on the second page. Look, section 106, which is 7. Okay? I want to show you how things get locked in. See? 331. 3 plus 3 is 6. That's 7. Look. Now I'm in Title 29, right? Of the Delaware Code. Look, Section 106, 7. Right? Lenape Indian Tribe of Delaware recognition. The Lenape Indian Tribe of Delaware, referred to as the tribe, in this section has an unbroken history of hundreds of years of settlement and continued residency in the vicinity of the town of Cheswold in Kent County. Members of the tribe preserved, displayed, and manifested close cultural ties with one another by conducting themselves in such a social and economic manner so as to identify themselves as being culturally and ethnically distinct, declaring who you are and in being who you are. The tribe can date their ancestral ties as far back as the early 1700s. Looky here. The tribe, who are they talking about? The Lenape Indian Tribe of Delaware, referred to as the tribe. So the tribe is the Lenape. And the tribe was formerly known as the Moors. And for many decades of the 20th century, state documents, such as driver's licenses, designated the tribe's race with an M for Moor. The Delaware School Code of 1921 provided that the State Board of Education could establish a school for the children of people called Moors. Okay? Now, so we got that established, right? Right? So the Lenape are the Moors. And let's go back to the last exhibit, right? And when we come here, the first treaty entered into with an Indian nation. The treaty with the Delaware Indians. Y'all still confused? Let's come back. Y'all still confused? Delaware Indians, right? Who are the Delaware Indians? The Lenape. Who are the Lenape? The Moors. Y'all get it? Look. The Lenape Indian tribe of Delaware. So now we know we can just replace that in our minds or in documentation with the Moors. Right? So the Delaware Moors, or the Moors of Delaware, or the Lenape, right? Here's their recognition. The Lenape. Here's our recognition, because ours was the first treaty, the first Indian treaty, the first. See, y'all over here tripping, man. Y'all over here tripping when the evidence is right in front of you. The first treaty in 1778. So why y'all skip 1778 and go right into 1786 with the treaty with Morocco? Why do y'all do that? The Treaty of Morocco is not the first treaty between the Moors and the United States of America. The treaty with the Delaware Indians is the first one, or the Treaty of Fort Pitts. That's the true name of the treaty, the Treaty of Fort Pitts. All right. So now, if we're talking about the Delaware Moors, right? But look, see, the Lenape Indian tribe of Delaware is designated and recognized as an American Indian tribe, with a recognized tribal governing body carrying out and exercising substantial governmental duties and powers. The tribe is recognized as eligible for the special programs and services that the United States provides to Indians because of their status as Indians. And who are the Indians? The Moors. And who's the tribe? The Lenape Indians. You see how the argument is dumb. Oh, we're Indians, but we're not Moors. We're Moors, but we're not Indians. It's dumb. It's dumb. Not because I say so, because the law says so. The law says it's dumb. So stop trying to argue with Moors, man. All right? We all ain't the same. We don't think the same, man. Some Moors really got their shit together. So I don't discredit or knock anyone when they say they're American Indian. In my brain, you're just saying you a Moor. Because you can't be an American Indian without being a Moor. You know why? Because according to the Delaware Code, when they're breaking down the history of the Lenape, right? The tribe was formerly known as the Moors. So this name came after. It came after. Okay? This was the primary name. The Moors. The Moors. Okay? So Moors are Indians and Indians are Moors, right? Because the Lenape are the Moors. And here, the Lenape Indian tribe of Delaware is designated and recognized as an American Indian tribe. So stop playing with us, G. You're not arguing with me. You're not arguing with anything else but the facts. Facts. Plain for your eyes to see. You see that? That's called a two-piecer right there. Hit you with the 7. Oh, I hit you with the 7-Eleven. Yeah, the 7-Eleven. Oh, that's crazy. But yo, stop hating on the Moors. Do your due diligence and research and get your shit together. Peace.